Hello guys, welcome back to another chess video. In today's video I'll be showing you all a game between Viswanathan Anand and Alexei Shirov, which had been played in the year 2000. After this game, Anand got a considerable lead which Shirov could not overtake, and Anand became world champion after this game. Shirov needed to win this game or either draw or win this game in order to stay in the tournament, but Alexei Shirov lost his cool, and he lost the game after sacrificing a piece in the French variation of the uh, game. Anand, after this game, became the world champion for the first time. The game goes like this. Anand played e4. Anand played e4, and to which Alexei Shirov responded with e6, which is the French defense, and the normal variation d4, d5, nc3, nf6, advance without the exchange of the d5 pawn, advanced variation of French, nd7, and white plays ne2, c5, which is a normal break in the French, which occurs in order to get the queen to c7 and bishop to c5. He pushes the pawn. White plays f4, which is guarding the e5 pawn, which will be attacked by the knight if on further exchanges. Black plays knight c6. White plays c3, guarding the d4 pawn. Queen b6. Black is putting much pressure on the d4 pawn, so white guards the d4 pawn with an additional piece, f6, and this actually doesn't come immediately, but anyhow Alexei Shirov plays it. After this, white plays a3 in order to get the b4 break and solidify the position with the c with the c3 pawn on b4 after the exchange, and getting a solid position. If then black plays a5, then the advance of the b pawn, and it will be a solid position for white, which black cannot break through. So Alexei Shirov plays bishop e7. White Anand starts attacking the black's king side, but black ignores it and castles. Anand plays rook h3, a5. After a5, the plan is to push the a5 pawn to a4, and then get the knight to a5 and b3, and solidify a strong knight on b3, and later on push this pawn as well, not allowing the white to move his black square bishop to anywhere. If he moves, then this pawn will be under severe attack, and all these pawns will be a weakness when b2 falls. So Anand plays b3 in order to prevent the a4, but even then if the a4 comes, then he pushes the pawn to b4 and solidify, and white has no thought of actually castling anywhere, because his king currently seems to be safer in the center itself. But in now actually a break comes, and black sacrifices a piece at this current position, which is knight into e5, and gets uh, 3 pawns as a compensation. Queen e2. So black plays bishop h4. If now the but now if white takes the bishop on h4, then queen check comes. White cannot block it with queen to f2 because the rook is guarding this whole diagonal, so he cannot take the bishop, so he plays uh, king d1. Now actually the better move was playing the bishop to g3 and having some compensation with after taking this pawn as well, making it 3 pawn per piece and equalizing the current position. But black plays queen f6, knight f3. He takes the pawn. Now currently it is 3 pawn per piece, so gives check, and white king moves to c1, but black could have actually safeguarded the black square bishop, but he sacrifices that bishop as well, hoping to gain something, but he doesn't gain anything and simply loses 2 pieces for 4 pawns actually, centralized pawns. He banks on getting an attack with these pawns, which we can see in the future moves, how he has tried to attack. Black plays bishop f4. Now white tries to exchange of the queen and gain advantage, but black pushes, queen exchange happens, and white now starts defending all his pieces with nd2. Next actually e3 comes and f3 comes. Black tries to push the e2 pawn and queen the pawn, or exchange of a piece for a knight, but white plays the king d1, preventing that one, and black tries to get his pawns rolling down the board, but white plays bishop d2, as he cannot push this d4 or on c3 because of the strong bishop and rook guarding the files, so he cannot push it. So he plays bishop e4. White starts guarding the pawns and defending very well. Since there are 2 pieces for 3 pawns, they can actually be sacrificed later on as well for 2 pawns or 3 pawns. Then he will be having a bishop or a knight extra. So black plays bishop d3, hoping to push the centralized pawns, but white ignores and gets his king to capture the b3 pawn. So black plays rook g3 in order to vacate the knight and get a piece at least, but white plays king to d3. Can actually sacrifice a knight now itself, but if he sacrifices now, the position will be like knight takes, pawn takes, and then rook will take this bishop, and he will be up a piece. So what happens? So white plays attacks the rook. Black actually tries to queen this pawn. When if bishop takes the rook, then he queens this pawn, so white doesn't allow it to happen and gets his rook back to h1, and now black takes the g2 pawn, and now the final blow happens, and at this current position black resigns the game, as if black takes his rook if black takes his rook elsewhere along this file, Then white takes the rook with both the pieces, and then actually if black moves his rook here, white takes this rook, black can queen the pawn, but uh, now the compensation is too less because white has these two major pawns, and he has full control over, and these two pawns as well will fall sooner or later when the king attacks the pawn, and this pawn falls as well, and two pieces are sufficient to defend this pawn from these two pawns from rolling over the board. So this way Anand became the first world champion for the first time in the year 2000. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for watching. Thank you.